from Soldier Field in Chicago. It's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense now getting set here and leading them out in what could be his final NFL season. The game's all-time leading passer, that's Drew Brees.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On second down, Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll throw with Brees. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Gain of 17 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Brees now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it'll be 2nd down.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Brees will try again on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
New Orleans.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
On first down, Breeze. Smith catches left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
To Tre'Quan Smith.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
The 14-yard line.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Drew Brees sacked. A 10-yard
A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
Brees.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And Lutz puts this one through.
The kick is good.
And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
3. Bears nothing.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Bears getting the football here offensively, and the man in charge at QB. It is 4th year now from North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
Number 10.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Trubisky's pass.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. shotgun now for Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
A gain of 9 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Murray, the ball carrier.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The throw from Breeze into the hands of Smith.
Breeze pass.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
A gain of 12.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
At the 20.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
You know I'm old school, so I always want a hammer in my backfield. But in short yardage situations, third down pickups, I got to have him. And he picked it up for him right there.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Breeze pass.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and 1. At the Bears.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
On the carry. He was brought down at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Saints 3, Bears nothing.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jared Cook. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will make it into the end zone, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's David Montgomery, second-year man from Iowa State. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. It's now third.
On third down, Trubisky. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Murray, the ball carrier.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Breeze. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal, New Orleans.
Breeze to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Pass complete to
Jared Cook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham.
Trubisky's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Saints 33-yard line.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. This from 54 yards away.
4-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
17. Bears 3.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And out trots Jared Cook with the rest of his offensive mates. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far, as we see here on your screen.
They may have to draw up coverages they haven't run so far. They have to create something on the fly because he's beaten everything. And when you watch this game unfold, you keep thinking to yourself, is it 2 men, 3 men, maybe even a 4th guy may have to go and account for him. But right now, he's shredding the defense.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Breeze now to throw. Gets this one to Hill. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
A 5-yard gain.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not. And they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints 1st down.
40-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Ready? 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Breeze to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive, and he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. For Emmanuel Sanders.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. At their own 10. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. And Graham's got it over the middle. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. The catch made by Miller. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On first down, Trubisky steps away. Now he'll pull it down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. They go play action. Trubisky.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the
and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Ted Ginn, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So here are the Saints to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
29-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Offense.
I'm trying to understand. I just can't. I'm trying to understand.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Again, they'll throw with Brees. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And it's third down.
Now Brees on third down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of
2 veterans, Brees to Sanders there for a Saints first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Brees again. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brees to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Ready? 5-9.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
1st and goal.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some...
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown.
Alvin Kamara on the carry.
Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And the lead is up to 14.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Get out of here, man.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown. But
now Trubisky lost the football, and this is picked up by the Saints. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
Michael Thomas. Touchdown.
Michael Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now it's Patterson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion.
Oh, Cohen lost the football.
Trubisky's pass complete. A fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Alex Anzalone on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd.
Now it's Trubisky. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
His kick is good. Makes the score Saints 31, Bears 13.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
He was brought down by Buster Screen. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 39. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Murray. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Murray, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, no.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The kick by Lutz is good.
The kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Saints 34, Bears 13.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
The Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. That's caught by Montgomery. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. You got a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Intercepted by the Saints. They'll take over.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And out trots Jared Cook with the rest of his offensive mates. And the numbers show it, low involvement early. But since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has, and when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do trying to move the football.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Breeze now to throw. Now Breeze lost the football. Shedding through the defense.
Markevious Mingo.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But Let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. A gain of 6 there on first. Jimmy Graham, likely coming near the end of what has just been a tremendous career. One that started for him as a member of the Saints. He played with them from 2010 to 2014, and in that span, he was twice a 1,000-yard receiver and 3 times a Pro Bowler. He will always be remembered fondly in New Orleans. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
39-yard line.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. And Gibbs got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 27.
On first down, Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, quick hitter here, it's complete.
That's good.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
This will be caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Now which got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Ted Ginn with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, Murray. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. He's still fighting forward. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they take a knee.
Breeze on the keeper.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Bears 20.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Saints, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they fall 2 games.